because you took my breath away.
Absolutely.
Bottom right-hand position, we have Hart from No Team. No Team Hart up against the top left-hand position, TSL, Polt. And this is a TVT on One Must Fall. You know, I'm in that position where I'm not really tired, but I'm keeping that level of energy up to where I'm semi-delirious. So it's cool, right? It's cool. Everybody is down for that. Frodan, I know you're down for that. Hey, you can find Frodan on Twitter, twitter.com/Frodan, Frodan. You take the worst character in Street Fighter and give him a fro, and you get Frodan.
Oh man, why guys? Now all I'm gonna think about is how bad a bad character I was modeled after. But I appreciate that, Gretorp. And of course, guys, follow Gretorp. I mean, he's been putting so many hours into casting. He only puts the best content for the community, and he's said he's starting his own TV show soon. So pay attention to that, as Gretorp's gonna be releasing lots of good content.
Definitely, man. It's going to be freaking sick. Let's just be honest. It's going to be freaking sick. I'm so pumped for this. But Polt Prime is going to be starting over here. Did I already go into this top left-hand position?
Yeah, you did, man.
I did. So, as I said, we've been casting a long time today, just going a little bit delirious. You know, that's the ways of the casting experience. If any of you are looking to go into casting, definitely expect to do, you know, minutes, like hundreds of minutes of casting. Or
thousands, man.
Thousands of seconds of casting. It's crazy, man. You have to talk a crap load. A crap load. Whoa, 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 whoa. Refinery first up for Hart yet again. He's going for this, no, it's not really queso, but it's pretty, oh wait, there's a proxy rack.
Yeah, okay. I was waiting for you to say that, but no, it's he's going for proxy racks, but he still gets gas, so it's very interesting. He's actually proxy Marauder. Okay.
I love it.
So you've seen this on GSL. Most notably, I believe it was Jockey versus Supernova, and it was a very effective timing because if they go for any kind of early one barracks fast expand without gas, it just straight up kills him because one Marauder against one Marine is a very one-sided fight. Now, this Marine from Polt is actually scouting around, but will he find the barracks, Gretorp?
No clue. But the bunker goes up. Oh, ooh, 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 baby. Oh, baby.
Oh, mama.
And that's going to do it. So he sees that and says, crap. Now, what he wants to do is, yes, I love it. Sends another SCV over here just to prepare, because what his Marines are going to do is buy him a little bit of time. Concussive Shell is not yet up. It buys him. Oh, he's making command center. Okay, completely get rid of that. But his Marines should go and attack. I like the SCVs that are actually being pushed up here. Buys him time to get that bunker up. And then once the bunker is up, he's A-OK.
Yeah, so he should be completely fine. The Marauder cutting as much as he can, but honestly, Hart's not going to be able to do anything. In fact, those SCVs will get the kill, and looks like, tag, you are it, Marauder. We do see that the bunker is finished. What is the follow-up here, though, from these proxy Marauders, Gretorp, because it doesn't look like it's going to work out. What is Hart going to choose to do after this?
Expansion. Almost positive. Boom.
Yes, there it is.
The big problem is, how does he actually deal with these impending Marines that will be working themselves all the way over to the bottom right-hand position? There's going to be a factory that actually starts up in a little bit. Go, factory, go. Nothing? Factory?
Well, he could be doing it, but in the meantime, we do see that Polt is transitioning with 2 more barracks, so he's actually going to play completely standard. In fact, he's completely let this barracks go, and he's just going to let it keep producing. And, I mean, there's 3 Marauders here poking outside the natural, but Polt's still trying to go for this counterattack. It's a very minor one because he doesn't expect anything back. And will Hart be okay? I think he should be, as long as he continues to micro. But with good proper kiting, Polt Prime can actually kill several SCVs here.
This is awesome play by Polt. I love the insight that he's doing right here. Now, there's a little bit of an SCV drill right here, but it's not going to do nearly enough damage as it needs to. A lot of weakened SCVs, but not that much. And these SCVs that are making barracks are going to go down, so a big advantage right now for Polt. He's going to pull ahead in supply, also in the income advantage. Obviously, he's getting his own command center at the speed, and you know, Polt looking really, really delicious.
Wow, he cleans up several SCVs. In fact, Polt's killed 12 SCVs so far, Gretorp. And, you know, compared to the 7, that's a very good trade. So Polt, this is very nice. He got his expansion earlier. So Hart sitting at an already disadvantage, compound with the fact that his barracks, which is actually still producing, it's actually researching combat shields at this point. So yeah, very interesting opening, but looks like we're defaulting to a more standard transition right now.
I do want to say there was a counterattack that went down, and the Reaper was able to kill a lot of units. Actually, let's go ahead and look at that. 9 workers killed in total, it looks like right there. Of course, now finally that barracks has to lift off. So the income tab is showing 17 to 19 harvesters, a little bit of disparity. Of course, this Orbital Command Center is going to cause even a larger disparity at this point. So a slight advantage going to Polt. We'll see what he actually does to obviously extend his advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. So Polt doing everything else right. He's getting combat shields as well, really investing into his bio, but looks like he's getting second gas. This barracks will end up burning down though, Gretorp. So that's just going to be a little loss of production and scouting information. Hart, all he cares about though right now is getting his expansion. So moment of passivity from both players, as we do see Polt finally starting to tech up here, which I think is the right choice.
Yes, I like exactly where Polt is going to that factory. I would love him to actually utilize his economic advantage to just sit back. I think pushing up is a little bit riskier just because his opponent has had tech over him. But just sit back a little bit and then wait for his medevacs, and then he can start to push out. But it looks like he wants to do a combat shield timing. A little does he know that his opponent already has combat shield, so this attack shouldn't really do a lot of damage.
Yeah, absolutely. So we do see that Polt does end up pulling back for just a moment's notice, and he's going to push in back here. A lot of units do take damage. Now all of a sudden we do see that Hart pulling back all the way. He's just trying to transition normally. He's behind on tech. He doesn't have his factory. He did start his +1 pretty early compared to Polt though. Polt does not have any infantry upgrades, so that kind of dynamic might play into the timings they might arise. But for now, again, both players are just trying to zone each other out and contain each other, making sure that they can get their upgrades before they choose to do anything at this point.
Normally when we see something like this, we do see double upgrades coming out of someone like Polt. It's really important that you keep up, especially when you identify that your opponent has been ahead quite a bit in the upgrades. It's pretty important to actually put down double E-Days and then double upgrade from there. But he hasn't yet done it. I don't think he's identified that there's a problem there just yet, and he's going to be unpleasantly surprised as soon as he gets into his first engagement and his opponent really just starts mowing him down so easy.
Dude, I'm going to be saying that from now on. So's, man. Yeah, so easy, dude. But
that's how I read it every time.
We do see that Polt has a very slight advantage, just all across the board. Now we used to be just technology, but now economy, and he does have a lot more units. So right now Polt's sitting at a pretty small but still significant supply advantage, and we do see that right now. I mean, Hart is just getting everything else normally. What do you think Hart really needs to do? Should he just be defensive and wait for something, or should he make a play? Like, what do you advise him right now?
No, I think what he's doing right now is perfect. If he actually realized that he has this type of advantage, I would actually implore him to go something like an armory and another engineering bay right now. Right now, he's playing a little bit safer. He's going for the tech lab route on the factory. He's utilizing that gas to be a lot more defensive, saying, okay, my opponent was slightly ahead, so I do need to be careful in case he's going some sort of siege tank count or if he's going this mass marine count. But if he actually realized that the +1 should keep him safe against everything else, then he should just rely on his marines to keep him safe and even extend his lead on those upgrades and have a much more dominating force going into that mid-game.
And the mid-game we approach here. A big marine force, again, looking very intimidating, and looks like Polt scans, actually. He's going to stim and commit to it, and the huge force from Hart is actually rushing down the ramp, and looks like they are engaging without the medevacs, though. And Gretorp, a lot of damage being done across the board, but we do see that Polt is committed, and he has a superior concave in Gretorp. That's actually still a significant amount of marines here, and Polt is going to press in here, do a lot of damage, but the reinforcements from Hart should be just enough here to hold it off.
Too much indecision coming out from Hart right there, and he should have just either go or don't go at all. But you can't you can't be that indecisive. That actually hurt him so much, even with the +1 upgrade, +1/1 now. Even with that +1 upgrade, though, he lost that fight. That should never, ever, ever happen. And obviously a big falter over there for Hart. Also, his units were all stim, so he didn't get or they were stim prematurely, I should say, so he didn't get the correct timing. That was probably one of the biggest game-losing, actions that he could have done at this point.
Yeah.
For now, his opponent has the third. He is getting a single upgrade, but there's that double upgrade that's coming up right now ahead of his opponents. He will get 2-1 in a good time. And from there, I think Polt is in a position where unless he, just messes up completely and maybe move commands all of his units into his opponent, he really can't be in a position where he's losing this game.
Yeah, so Hart with those kinds of small little indecisions cost him a lot, and it's just a second too. It's not even, like a huge thing he did for a long time. It was just a moment's decision, so he'll have to make sure that's crisp execution from this point on. We do see Polt taking this third base though, and he's gonna continue to push his advantage, so I like it a lot, and we're setting up for a very long game. Now it's interesting because I was pointing out before that, on One Must Fall, this map is very interesting with the rocks dynamic, but more specifically because of the brushes, and a lot of ambushes could be set up on it, so controlling those watchtowers will be very key going to this mid-game Gretorp.
Yeah, and that's the big contestation points for both of these players. They both want each other's Xel'Naga towers. If they can actually claim that, a lot of different attack routes can be set up. You can obviously go into the natural or go into the third. It's very hard for the defender to actually be careful for all those different positions. Also, you can go towards the main and start to siege up sort of right here. You can definitely blow out a lot of the turrets that might be there. But, there's a lot of different areas. When you're on your opponent's side of the map, the aggressor normally has the initiative. They're the ones that actually get to decide where the battles will be. That's a very, very important thing to note on One Must Fall, because obviously positioning, movement, going to be so important, especially in TVT as it already is.
Yeah, so we'll see what both these players choose to take in terms of their positionings. I mean, last game we just saw for 40 minutes, Hart took the center, but that still didn't even win him the game. So there's no guaranteed position that wins you. So we'll have to see what Polt actually chooses to do. Looks like he's the one that's trying to be the aggressor, and he's pushing in pretty aggressively here. Looks like the siege up from Hart does go up first.
Oh, big Marines. They're all going to get absolutely mutilated. Now, Polt loses a lot of his siege tanks, actually all of his siege tanks, but I want to make it very clear that Polt comes out very far ahead in this. And it's not because necessarily that, obviously, another engagement? Nope, Polt's going to back out here. It's not necessarily that he keeps his Marines alive. It's the fact that these your opponent's Marines actually give you the mobility with those siege tanks. And right now, losing a lot of those Marines are actually very, very detrimental, because he can't really push out as fast as he wants it to be. He's going to constantly have to siege up, because the siege tanks are the ones dealing most of the damage now, not the Marines and Marauders. So Polt will really, really love this type of engagement over here. And you can see he's actually absolutely dismantling his opponent's Marines count. That's not what you want to have happen. This synergy is super, super important. And oh my god!
Gretorp, the sandwich here play from Polt might be what he's doing, and all of a sudden all the units here suddenly evaporated, and we do see that Hart's on the run now, and Polt all of a sudden has a huge advantage in army because he's going to stim again, and his units definitely have been caught catching these siege tanks out of position. Hart going to finally siege up there, but that was a fantastic play there. He was baiting the army further and further back, only to slam him from behind and give him the old Polt sandwich.
Oh, the Polt sandwich. God,
just
so
holding off on the mayo, man.
Well, I love mayo. But Hart, he's going to need a lot of it if he wants to get back into this game. Because right now he is completely sandwiched here. His third base is completely out of position, obviously, for the way his units are positioned. He's going to try to go and defend that, but it's going to be super, super hard. Just nothing is going Hart's way, and Polt is taking a gigantic advantage in this game.
Oh man, I mean, looks like Polt is just wailing away at the planetary fortress now. He's just stalling mining time, really. I mean, there's not going to be enough siege tanks to really take it out. And Polt is going to just load up here, and looks like we do see that Heart's going to try to drop onto the siege tanks, but not going to really be effective. Heart's just trying, everything he's doing is just being shut down at this point, and Polt looking with a very strong advantage at this point.
Really nice play coming out from Polt, I have to say. And this might be a tiny little surge up. He's going to actually be able to take out these 3 siege tanks. He might be able to actually get in here, but a big siege actually on all these siege tanks. The 5 siege tanks that are going to be dead. Maybe not. Hart actually is able to overcome that massive attack. Barely, though, I do want to say. And the supplies are looking 83 to 140 with this planetary fortress still under siege. So, TT.
Yeah, man. TT, dude. And we do see that Polt is still up in bases. He's up 3 bases to 2, really, because this expansion is not really any mining at this point. And Polt can afford to trade like that because he has that economic production advantage. Just trade units and just whittle down. You can see Heart Supply has been dropping, and Polt's been relatively hovering around the 160 to 170, 80 range. So Polt's still doing a very good job. And here comes, I think, the victory push here from Polt. He's ready to do the deed and finish it off. He's ready. He's got his vows ready. He called the caterers, man, and he is ready for this deed, and he is going to go all the way.
Yeah, this is looking good, man. Polt's probably, just tasting victory right now. His finger looking good, I'm sure. Now finally, here's the big siege up. Now he does have the planetary fortress, but is it going to be enough? It looks like Polt again has to back up here, and the siege tanks are in good position. He's going to be able to take out at least one of them. Both of the siege tanks will go out. Heart, he has a lot of it, man. He has a lot of it.
Yeah, so he's been holding on pretty valiantly, but I mean, he's not gonna be able to do anything. I mean, what can you really do at this point, Gretorp?
Okay, I'll go with the chef method. Okay, this is what you do: you build a ghost academy, and then you build a nuke, and then nuke your opponent's army. That's how you actually get back into it.
Okay. Well, you heard it here first, folks. Definitely just nuke your opponent. And it looks like right here we're just watching for the last few seconds of the game.
Oh, bueno.
And there is GG.
Yep, GG comes out, and there you have it. So congratulations to Polt. He's going to move on into the next round. And unfortunately for Hart, he played so valiantly, but he's going to fall. Poor Hart, man. That guy always, I feel like he always comes close in the NASL, but then he's just like a little bit shy of actually making it into the NASL.
Yeah, so he'll have to try again next time, but you know what? He put up a good show, and Polt's TVT is actually really strong, so the fact that you can push it to the game number 3, and still show strong signs of play throughout. I'm expecting Hart to come out firing next time, but for now, looks like Polt will go home the victor.
Yep. So congratulations to him, and that's going to wrap it up. Do you have any last words about that game?
I just overall I'm really impressed by Polt showing good poise, and just shows why he's a champion, and you can definitely expect good play out of it.
Definitely. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. And Frodan, thank you so much for casting with me. It has been quite a pleasure. A lot of people at home are probably like, man, that Frodan guy, he has a pretty high level of handsome. Where can I find more of him? Why don't you go ahead and quench that thirst, that Froda thirst that they have. I just mixed it.
Well, if you want to quench your thirst, you can go to twitter.com/Frodan. That's pretty much where I centralize everything. And just follow me, man. I post about everything I do, just StarCraft related and anything I do cast. And I appreciate every person that supports out. And I want to thank NASL so much for all the opportunities to do, as well as all of, I guess, my few fans. So thank you guys so much. And I apologize about the webcam quality. Skype is the best that we have. So apparently it gets really buggy and pixely. So we'll try to fix that for next time.
Yep, and thank you so much again, Frodan, for casting with me. It's been awesome. I do want to go into some of the giveaways and, of course, pull your sponsors. First, let's go to the Azo giveaway. This is really important because my production has just informed me of something fantastic. Ready, production, go! I said, oh, hold on. Ready, production, go! Wait for it. He's kind of slow. Okay. That is going to take forever. Yeah. Go up. There. Yep. Go ahead. Oh, wow. Wow, that Gretorp guy. He has a really nice signature. Look at that. You want to win it, right? You want to win that? Yes, you do, ladies and gentlemen. You can go over to twitter.com/invigorating Azo USA. You can also go to facebook.com/Azo USA and tweet at them. You got to Facebook them. You got to write on their walls. It's so important that you do this because look at all of the cool signatures that are upside down right now. You could win them. But mine's not upside down. Go back to that. Wow, that is so handsome. It's like someone took calligraphy, but they didn't. I'm just that good. Anyway, head on over there, facebook.com/Azo USA. And like them, you can be in the running for that beautiful signature with the Azo monitor. Also, I want to talk about the rest, what's going to be coming, the format of the NSQ. Okay, so it's a single elimination top 8 qualifier for season 3. We're going to be back here on Thursday next week. Thursday, I think around the same time. So definitely go into your schedules. I know all of you that have your Androids and iPhones, things like that. Go into your schedule. Say Thursday, same time. Get ready to ball out. And we're going to go through even more NSQ games. Obviously, a fantastic lineup of people have entered this. A ton of Slayers guys. A ton of just players all around. We have Quantic, we have who else do we have? We have Evil Geniuses, etc., etc. So definitely check it out again Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of this coming up week. I do want to mention our lovely, lovely sponsors. I'm going to tell you guys, please go tweet at them and Facebook them, all of them, because they are so supportive in not only NASL but esports. And they are iBuyPower computers. Boom. See those? Right there. Those are beautiful computers that are powering the NASL studios. Also, I want to thank Azo monitors. There should be this right here that shows up. Oh, wait. No, this isn't going to go into editing. Well, normally in editing, we would have an azo.com, okay? Azo, but you can see right here. Azo is right there. I love them. You should love them. Go check them out, please, on Twitter and Facebook. Not only that, we want to thank Kingston HyperX, Beyond Gaming, and last but not least, Cooler Master. They've been so supportive in esports in the NASL. Please go check them out because, let's be honest, without these type of companies, esports would not exist. We would not be able to have all this beautiful stuff, this free 1080p quality, and all these amazing matches that are coming to you. They wouldn't be possible without these companies. So please go support them. But anyway, that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, for me and everybody at the NASL studios. I know Elliot says thank you very much to all the viewers at home. We're going to be back on Thursday, but stay tuned for the NASTL. That's going to come up at 6 p.m. PST, which is just about in 54 minutes. Don't go anywhere for that because it's going to be a long time of very nice stuff. Great. Take it easy, guys.